I'm behind. I'm sorry, y'all. So, who was the last person? Loven Touch. And my live is kind of low, so if you see me leaning, it's because I'm trying to hear. When people call me, it makes my phone quiet when I'm on a live. So I'm waiting on. Okay, there it is. Hi. Can you hear me?
Hey, hey,
Okay.
can you
Okay.
hear me?
A little bit. It's not
Yeah,
your fault though. Um. Can you tell us who you are? What's your name? What do you do?
yeah, of course. I'm Sekesa Berry, and I'm a traditional or community midwife serving the Metro Atlanta area.
Oh, hi.
Yeah. Hey. Yes. So,
I didn't realize.
you want me to continue? So,
Go ahead. Go ahead. I can't really hear you. Go ahead.
yeah, certainly. So, I also work in partnership with Sister Song and the director of the Atlanta Doula Collective. And so, collaboratively, we do a lot of educational programming within the birthing community here. So, we train aspiring doulas, women who are people who are already in the work and encouraging them to enhance their skill set. So, we teach some clinical. Basis such as like blood pressures and the glucometers and urine analysis. So we've been doing that, and then also manage a lot of support groups, just overall in the birth community, doing the best I can. Grassroots, phenomenal, like
That's so
that's what we
amazing.
do. Yeah.
Tell me the name again so I can send people to you. The name of the doula training.
So it's if they go to the Atlanta Doula Collective. That's just the name of the IG as well as the Facebook, Atlanta Doula Collective. Yeah,
Okay.
you'll find information there.
That's really dope.
Exactly.
I don't know about all the midwives in Atlanta, and I come to Atlanta a lot. I'm a doula and I'm in Charleston, South Carolina. I didn't even say that. I'm in Charleston. I'm in
Okay.
Charleston,
Right.
South Carolina. And I know a lot of the people on these lives through the natural birthing community and the natural parenting community. And it's so
Okay.
nice to get in touch with everybody and be connected. And I'm really excited that you're here. That makes me so happy.
Yeah. I give thanks. Yes, South Carolina. I actually had one of my children there, and South Carolina regulates midwifery and home birth a lot different than Georgia, believe it or not. So Georgia's like North Carolina, whereas you can have a home birth, but the state doesn't support that experience, so it's really not covered by insurance. Whereas in the state of South Carolina, it is. It's Medicaid
Yeah.
pays for your home birth there. Yeah, so
Um,
here's the out-of-pocket expense. It's a little different.
some of it depends on the insurance, but there's another thing in Georgia with the regulations of midwives. Y'all are not like you can do traditional midwifery, right? And they don't
Right.
really regulate that.
Exactly. So it's not regular, it's an unregulated state. Perfect way of putting it. So nurse midwives here, they have a little bit more leeway if they have consensual backup. And so that's a whole process within itself, which is why you have so few of them that even practice home birth here in Georgia. So most of the midwives here practice under the community midwife status, and it is unregulated in that way.
I mean, that's how midwifery started. You don't need a regulation to
Right.
tell you you know how to help people support people through birth. We don't
I
need
mean,
birth. You don't have a monopoly. You do not have to monopolize birth. Birth cannot be monopolized. Our
it's true.
the grand midwives did not start this with no regulations. They were not
Right.
supported through the government or any of that. So I actually love that y'all are not regulated, and I wish that that's how it was everywhere. That's where it's supposed to be, and that's why I love being a doula because you can't tell me nothing.
Right, right. You're absolutely right. You don't have to be certified to be a doula. There's no, it's an unregulated field as well to be a labor support specialist. You know, and there's a lot of push I'm sure that you all are receiving for that as well. Like DONA, Doulas of North America, they want to see that change. They want to see it become a regulated field. You know what I'm saying? And so
Big thing.
it's like you said earlier, it's misappropriation of the craft. Whatever we do organically, intuitively, and naturally, they want to take it from us, get you credentialed, regulated, licensed,
Listen,
or what have you. And that
they
doesn't
want
work
you,
for
they want
every
you
people that's
certified
living in
to
America.
walk dogs. Now, come on, like you doing it.
I never
We
knew that. Are
We've
you
been doing
serious?
it. We've been doing it. This is nothing new.
Right,
And
right.
if they regulate being a doula, then I'm a birth keeper. I'm a birth worker. I'm just gonna change my name. I'm not doing this with you. My concern needs to be this birthing person, not what your regulation states, not what you think is right for this. You cannot. Everybody is different. Everybody births different. Whatever
Right.
the birthing person wants, as long as they're supported and they have all the information that they need, we should be
Yes,
supporting them.
I agree.
Period.
I totally agree. I totally agree. I mean, it's been an ongoing battle. I actually wrote about it in my book. It's been an ongoing battle, an ongoing fight for midwives. So this one's called When Birth Calls. It's a short, easy read, but it definitely gives you her story of our work as birth workers in America. You know what I'm saying? And then the legacy of midwifery from the grand midwife to where we are now. Because that right there, that's a whole 2-hour conversation.
And
It
you know
really
what?
is.
I need to
Yes.
talk to you too. Need to get up with you about a live because
Oh, yeah.
you cannot put a monopoly on birth. These are our bodies.
I
You do
agree.
not have the right to take away our rights and tell us what we can and cannot do in our own birth. Births can be amazing and they can be traumatic and cause a whole downward spiral into the depression and lifelong issues.
Of
And
course.
we can stop that from jump. We need
Yeah,
to.
yeah,
We
we really
you
do.
doing the work. I'm doing the work. All of these people who are taking back birth and making sure that everybody is supported in the way they need to be supported. And the
Right.
fact that doulas are even needed is astounding. Because why wouldn't you want this person to have the birth that they want?
This
It
is
ain't
real.
got nothing to do with you. You supposed to do this anyway. This is your time.
Right. No, that's real talk. And so I always commend doulas. I came into birth work as a doula myself back in 2006. That was my pathway into midwifery. And I truly see how we stand in the gap of our own care, and in this negligent healthcare system.
Yes.
So I commend all the sisters out there, all the people out there that are doing labor support work because it is so incredibly needed in our community specifically, right? Because we definitely leading the numbers in maternal health disparities.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we need people like yourself and myself that's here to help, bridge the gap in our own healthcare.
We need to, what they say about Corona, flatten the curve. We need to flatten the curve on our rise in maternity mortality rates because that is a ridiculous. And it should never have been like that. But we not surprised. Look,
Right.
who was the system built for in the first place?
Not us.
So
The standard is not even our standard. And that's one of the things that we have to accept and realize as well. We don't have enough funding to even support what is our standard and model of care. Most of the care that we receive is based on the anatomy and physiology of a Caucasoid Caucasian woman. It's not even our standard. So a lot of things that I educate my clients on throughout the pregnancy is identifying what your standard is. Our iron is the perfect example, right? Our hemoglobin, our iron for a Black woman, a normal rate for us is like 10.5 to 12.5. Anything over 12.5, it makes our tissues hard. It makes us more susceptible for tearing. And so when you get your lab work back and your labs is telling you that you are anemic because that your labs are saying that you're at a 10.5, right? And then the work is saying that you need to be between 11 and a 14, you're still in the normal range for a woman of color. You know what I'm saying? So it's
listen,
helping us to identify what our standard is.
our bodies know what they're doing. And our babies know what they're doing. And like that reminds me, what you just said reminds me of the vitamin K, pushing vitamin K after the baby is born. But there's a reason that the baby doesn't make vitamin K. There's
Right,
a reasoning. Our bodies know what they're doing. Why do we feel like we
right,
have to intervene and add all
right.
of this? Not only intervene and add a bunch of stuff, but the stuff is a synthetic, which
Exactly.
goes into the problem of not even really being able to absorb it in the first place
For
and being
sure.
toxic for the body.
Right, right, right.
Okay, I got 28 seconds left, so
Okay.
I'm gonna hit you up.
We all in the rabbit hole. We got to come back out. Time out.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, my pleasure.
Okay. I'm going to wrap it up. You don't have to hang up because it's going to end in 10 seconds. Thank y'all for joining us. Thank you, everybody that joined us. Be sure to check us out and turn on notifications for